Minister, Robert Rinder.
Shit.
He spent his career fighting for justice. Now he's ready to rule in ITV's court.
The claim that David makes is for £30. How much are you counting?
I'm on.
5,000. Be on immediately. Is it all viewing?
I'm on that. No, it's just first off.
Did anything happen between you and Lindsay?
Yeah, we had a little bit of a kiss in the pond.
No, that never happened.
No, that never happened. I'm just taking the piss, mate, you know.
What was he doing to threaten your location?
Just calling out a fat and all that.
Where are those voice messages?
I checked the cop.
Or where are they gone?
I don't know.
Well, did somebody come in and steal them?
I don't know.
Well, have you deleted them as possible?
No.
Well, when did you last listen to them?
What's that?
Here we go. Watch our walking shoulder, look.
David is in court on behalf of his friend to claim £30 for the outstanding amount owed for fitting an outside tap. Defendant Lindsay says the work was completed to a poor standard, therefore she owes nothing. She is counterclaiming £5,000 for harassment.
Now, I do have David here.
You do, George.
Thanks very much, sir. Is it Lindsay?
Yeah.
Lindsay, you're here today with Chris, correct?
Yeah.
And who is Chris to you, may I ask?
A mate.
A what?
A mate.
A mate.
Some shaggy.
Yeah.
Now, David, these are slightly unusual proceedings, and the reason they're unusual is because this is not effectively your case, correct?
That's correct, George.
You are here representing the interests of somebody else, another David.
Yes.
David is insufficiently well to attend court.
Yes, George.
And so he's asked you to represent his interests.
He has.
Are you prepared and do you consent to represent his interests?
I do, George.
Thank you. Now, David Mentor,
Yes.
tell me what sort of tap builder the other David is.
Just a normal outside tap.
How does it work?
Oh, we go round and we look and ask what you'd like as a, you know, the size of the tap, where you'd like it placed, and then we'd assess, do measurements, work out where the fittings would go through into the house and make sure it was not long enough to fit onto the sink and everything else.
Understood. Now, Lindsay, you wanted this outside tap in April of 2019, correct?
Yeah.
And you looked around and for some reason you ended up engaging David's services. How did you come to know him, madam?
Oh, I've known him for a while as mates and that, but then I put it on Facebook for somebody to take a tap. And then he contacted me to do it.
Now, what do you want the tap for?
Because I've got a swimming pool up when it's sunny, so...
Now, I heard pull out something about
Not
a swimming pool.
Yeah, I've got a swimming pool.
You've got a swimming pool?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me, where is this?
So funny.
It's a bit like that, it's in the flat, so when it's nice and warm...
You've got a swimming pool in your flat?
Yeah, it's like that. So...
Madam, that's not a swimming pool, that's called a flood. It's outside your flat. Is it a swimming pool for grown-up humans?
Yeah, well, yeah, for lunch. Yeah, it's a big one, I just lay it down and fold up and put it in my flat, and then when I want it, I just blow it back up and fill it up.
Chris, it's a paddling pool.
No, it's a big swimming pool. No, big swimming pool.
Chris, have you been in this swimming pool? Has it been a bit like Barnes' answer to Baywatch? Have you been on a jolly hot day and got into a set of red briefs and run along Barnsley front thinking, oh, by heck, I'm not. I'm going to get myself into Lindsay's paddling pool. How many people can the paddling pool fit?
About 6, 7, it's big enough.
7 people? Who blows it up?
Yeah, no, I've got electric pump for it.
How often have you used it? This is fascinating to me. How often have you used it?
3 times.
Pool parties. Sort of a bit like Barnes' answer to the Kardashians. Here's the thing, you needed the outside tap, because otherwise I presume you were simply, well, I don't know, but I have my suspicions, filling it up through the window.
No, with buckets. It'll come in the house and then fill it in about 40 times with buckets. Yeah, it took ages.
You are filling it up with buckets?
Yes.
And how many buckets did it take?
About 40.
Now, you wanted this outside tap. It looked like a straightforward job. And the good news, I should tell you, madam, is that it was. Now, I'm going to come to you, David.
Yes.
David, as David's business mentor, can you explain to me, do you suspect that David was qualified to do this work?
Yes.
Right, well, let me tell you what David says, and I need to read his statement. This is about his background. I work in general maintenance, and it says he left school early. I get a lot of contracts through word of mouth, and I'm proud of my work. He says he attended your house and installed the tap on the 30th of April. There's no dispute about that. I offered to do it for mates' rates, he said, for £50. Does that sound like a reasonable sum? Sounds very cheap to me, sir.
It is very cheap, and it is mates' rates, and David does do a lot of work for people and offers them. If they haven't got a lot of money, he'll try and help them out.
Why do you think he does that?
Basically because deep down he's got a good heart and he likes to, help people and please people.
Now, at the time he fitted that tap, madam, did he get you to sign
Not to mention she was shagging him when he was 15.
In other words, the day he came round and put the thing in,
No.
did he give you a receipt?
No.
Do we have a receipt here?
We've got a receipt.
Well, let's have a look at the
dated for
receipt.
some money, dated on the 30th of the 4th, 19.
Well, goodness me, that's the date, madam, that he fitted the thing. Thank you, Sheriff.
So I mean, I've
Says
got
your
back to
name.
right.
It says £50, and it says the relevant date, and it has your address on it.
I've got a man to rights. You know what I mean?
Well, there it was. He fitted the tap. Did the tap turn on? Did water come out of it?
Yeah.
What was the problem then?
It's just loose, and he hadn't cemented it properly, and there's only one screw in it, so it's loose.
Well, tell me what... Just pause. No. I've got Lindsay. She was to tell me about what happened on the day. Describe the scene.
Well, when we were putting it in, we were drinking and smoking while we were doing that.
He was drinking and smoking?
Yeah.
What was he drinking?
Lager, taking them out of the fridge, because I knew I had beer.
How long does a job like this take, roughly?
Half an hour.
Half an hour? How many lagers did he have? He walked into your kitchen and took... How many lagers?
We just kept going in for one hot time. We were there for a good 2 or 3 hours. We were there doing work.
Drinking?
Yeah.
What else? What happened then?
Smoking drugs on job as well.
The statement I've seen has categorically denied drinking and certainly taking drugs. You tell me he arrived, he was drinking, drunk, head to toe full of drugs, and you allowed him to continue drilling into your house.
I tell when he did that, I told him not to do any more, but he still did, and he busted one of my pipes.
He busted your pipes?
Yeah.
What happened? Hang on a second, this talking. This sounds like somehow you've been invaded by biblical Noah. What happened then?
I put it on the kitchen when he busted one of the pipes and he went through it.
Do you know why that's strange to me?
Nothing.
Do you know why? Well, because he certainly didn't take money straight from you know that. But on the 9th of June, you gave him £20, didn't you, of the £50
Yes, because he was threatening me.
Am I right to say that you also went online? Let's have a look. And you had a certain opinion nearer to the time when you completed the work about the quality of his workmanship. Let's have a look. Thank you very much. This is 2 days after the incident. You posted something. You have access to the internet. I presume you're able to represent whether something's good or bad. Yes? How splendid. Me too. See what it says there, Lindsay? Great job doing my tap today. Thank you. Let's carry on. David asked Lindsay to do something for the rest of the fee. What did he ask Lindsay to do, David?
He did a contract and got her to sign one.
He did what?
He did a contract, Judge, and got her to sign it.
He certainly did. Now, this is how important it was to him. It was only £30 left, but it mattered to him in principle so much that he decided to draft a document. Why did he do that?
Because I've always told him, if you're going to do a job for anybody, get it in writing. That way, if it goes wrong with the job, they've got to come back on you, and you've got to come back on them if they fail.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, that's not a
that's the actual one that's
Pause for a second. This one.
Also, Judge, you know,
No, it's all right. I'm just hearing some legal
Yeah, cut
submissions
me
from
off.
Lindsay. What did you say? It's important.
So basically,
You said, no, what was the language you used? You said it's what?
it's not like a proper contract, because it was something that he got me to sign. It wasn't like a proper contract letter to sign.
You say there's not a contract. It says as follows. This contract is to confirm the outstanding balance owed from Lindsay to the sum of £30. Will be paid, and it says by the 25th of June. If this payment is missed, there will be additional costs of £5 per week or pension of court. Now, he can't add that part. I agree with you, that would be unenforceable. But you've certainly signed a document making clear that you owe another £30. Why did you sign that, madam?
We did agree to pay on the 25th, but before that day came, he just kept phoning and threatening me all the time.
So you signed that because he was threatening you as well? What was he doing to threaten you on that occasion?
Just calling out a fat and all that. And he's going to come down and take the tap off.
One thing David does say is this. He says that your claims that he hasn't fitted this tap properly are rubbish. And he says, my work is amazing. Not only that, Lindsay put a good review about me on social media after I'd done the job. She also made claims I was drunk on the job. I deny this. And he also denies harassing you. Lindsay and I, he says of David, are ex-friends with benefits. Now, I don't think that he's referring to the fact that the two of you obtain assistance from the state to pay your bills. He says, we used to sleep together. I recently saw her at a party and she tried to kiss me in a bid to seduce me. My business mentor David was also at this same party. Were you there, David?
I was, yes, Judge.
Did you witness this?
No, it was upstairs, Judge.
Understood. Did anything happen between you and Lindsay?
Yeah, we had a little bit of a kiss in the fondle.
Do you recall that?
No, that never happened.
Well, could you have misremembered it?
No, Judge, I wasn't that drunk.
Now, I'm not asking you to embarrass you, it's just simply there so I can understand your claim. Do you see, madam? That effectively what David says is the reason that you're making these complaints now is because you've got history with one another. Do you see? Is that true or false?
So we have a history between us, yeah.
Was it a relationship?
No, we were just friends.
Were they friends with benefits?
Hello, his eye.
That's understand, it's hot and bubbly, you've got to swim.
Coming next.
How much are you countersuing David for?
5,000.
£5,000. And why are you suing David for £5,000?
Harassment.
For harassment.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
This programme is sponsored by Patient Clover, medical negligence specialists.